Welcome everyone to our Sunday evening meditation and energy forecast for the week. I'm Juna,
Sabina,
and we're from Synergy in Motion. It's just been a fun, lively chat before this, our energy forecast and meditation this night. So I just really am grateful for all of you showing up live. It's so much wonderful energy live, and may that ripple out to you if you're listening in the future. So we're going to begin. I wanted to say thank you to the person who notified me on YouTube last week that I gave the wrong Chinese symbol for last week. I said it was, what did I say it was?
Wind over water.
I said wind over water, and that's actually what's coming up. It was mountain over water. So this person corrected me. So they were watching and listening, and they are very familiar with the hexagrams as well. So I really appreciated that. And, I call it grief brain, but hey, no excuses. My brain was doing interesting things all last week. We lost one of our dogs, Zora, who was 13, and she passed away. So my brain was scrambled last week. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you to that person who let us know. And this past week, we've been in hexagram number 29, and we're in that today. And it's interesting. I just wanted to mention it before we get on to the next one. And today's theme is about getting carried away, saying yes to life, overcommitting, overreach. So I don't know if you've seen anybody in your life with this overreach today, or you felt like you're doing too much, or maybe you're recuperating from overreaching, but that was the theme of today specifically. And with the whole idea of last week's theme was water over water and the abyss. And so that's what we have been in. And it's like falling into the abyss, but going deep within the deep, and then coming up and up and up and into more freedom and space. So now, having said all that, I'm going to talk about the theme that starts on, I believe it's Tuesday, August 23 to 28. And this is hexagram 59. So we all have access to this. And this is about sexuality, intimacy, connection. It's very, very powerful. And it is the power to break down barriers, to achieve union and to achieve connection with others. And the whole point is that it's kind of genetically driven. And that's why we talk about the roles that we play in when we connect with others, because there's a drive that helps us break through the resistance and the barriers, let's say culture, race, creed, belief, so that we can meet with this person, we can meet with the other, we can go past the differences, and we can bring something new into fruition. So that's the whole idea. And it's part of the channel of mating, the channel of like sexuality, intimacy. And it is where we are genetically wired to like have sex with someone that is different than our tribe, so that we can mutate and that we can bring in a change and a difference. Like if we had sex with the same people in the same tribe, you know what happens with that, right? So the same way with all our creativity, if we keep creating the same things over and over.
And with the same people.
And with the same people, it gets stale, it gets old. And it's about this week, we really have this power to break through all of these perceived barriers and resistances to be able to connect. And there's this deep desire, it's a human desire to really connect with the other and to bring and birth something new into form. So it's very, very powerful. And I said in the email today is, check out the roles that you play. You may be the one who's the seducer or the seduced. You may be the pursuer or the pursued. The shy, you might be shy, and that's a strategy to connect. You may be bold, and that's a strategy to connect. So there's all these different roles that we play. And there are the obvious ones like mother, daughter, friend, worker, all of these kinds of roles as well. But you are not the role. Okay, the role is what kind of helps you like move through your barriers and it gets you somewhere. But that's why we said, let yourself be. And with all of this, like, who is right for you to connect with? If you're just moved by your genetics, there's a place for that. But there's also a place for you to really be true to you and listen to what's your yes, what's your no. Is it right for you to connect with this person now? If it's not, that's okay. It's not right now. And really let yourself be and relax. There's nothing your mind can do to prepare you to connect with the right person at the right time. It is just, it's of you being in the flow. So, are you willing to use the power of this week to be intimate with what is present, let's say, in your creative projects, at work, at home, your personal relationships, your intimate relationships, your family relationships? Are you willing to let go of the have to roles and then open up into really being present with the person and yeah, really making that deep connection? So hope that gives the gist of this week. It's the 59th hexagram, and it's the symbol is wind over water, because the wind is a penetrating energy. It penetrates the water, and the water that is ice, and then it breaks. It can, the wind over the water, it can make waves, it can break the ice. And what it does, it scatters, it disperses the energy. And that's what we're doing when we mate with someone who's different than us, when we have a creative project that's different than the norm, when we go outside of, coloring outside the lines and going beyond what is our safe zone. So this is called like dispersion. And it is a real kind of blasting through all of the perceived barriers. Mm-hmm. So that's the wind over water. And that's the correct Chinese trigrams for this week. So there we go.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's beautiful. Lots and lots to contemplate. And that's what I find so fascinating about all of this. There's so much to each hexagram, and we're only taking a little fraction, which was pretty big fraction that you did.
I was excited.
I love that. You were intimate with it. Cool. So what we do now is we just take this energy into a meditation, about 20 minutes, and see where this leads us. So just take a moment and allow your body to become comfortable. If you wish, if you like, you can turn off your camera and allow yourself to take a deep breath into your body. And an equally deep exhale. And again, deep inhale. And deep exhale, maybe with a sound. Letting go of any tension. And finding your natural breathing rhythm. In the present moment. And being present in this moment, allow yourself to come home to yourself. That safe space where you can just be you. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to be anywhere else but here, or anyone else but you. A space where it is easiest to be true to you, your sacred space. And allow yourself to fall deeper into that you space, into the present moment. Just imagine there's a natural gravity to the space of you, just like the earth invites our bodies to always be connected, to fall with every step into the earth. Your true self has the same gravity for all of you to fall into you with every moment, with every breath. All you need to do is surrender. And just allow yourself to fall into you, to be drawn into you. And your mind might not understand this, but it certainly can be entertained by it. So become the observer while you fall deeper into you. Connecting with your true self, with your innate genius. And if you meet any barriers where you feel like, ooh, I don't know who I am, which is usually the mind talking, or there's an energy that's a little bit too intense, just take your time and allow yourself to go a little further. Just go beyond that barrier, that limitation. Just for this moment. Get to know who you are beyond definition, beyond words. Connect with that person that loves, with a you that when you smile at a baby, you become alive, or somebody you love, something you love. When you're with your favorite animals, that part in you that becomes alive, that's willing to be intimate. And let yourself be drawn into that even further. without having to do anything other than just being you. And from that space of you, where you are deeply connected with your true self, also perceive another gravity, the gravity of life on this beautiful planet. It's a force that draws your creativity out, that invites you to love, to bring forth that deep inner well of your gifts, your wisdom, your capacity. So, and allow that energy to invite you, to bring you forth into life, and allow that energy from deep within your true self to flow out, flow into all those roles that you play. Make them alive, make them true to you, play them in a way that works for you. And if there are some roles where you try to please someone else, bring them to a new life, fill them with you. And through that, also perceive how you're connecting with life and all its creation. Deeply rooted within yourself, connecting, reaching out, spreading out into the world, spreading your love, your creativity, your creations in the world. Just allow yourself to perceive that energy. And again, you don't have to do anything or figure out what you need to do. Life has that gravity to naturally bring that out of you if you allow it. And in this dance of being deeply connected and drawn to your true self, to your creative genius, and being invited by life, being drawn forth to interact, to be intimate with the world. Be aware of the new energies coming forth on this planet in your life. How curious are you willing to be to surprise yourself and explore new possibilities, new people, new ways of being? Take a moment to open as much as you can to the newness that life has in store in every moment. Freshness of new beginnings, new life. And in this space of being you and allowing yourself to be drawn forth into life and open for new possibilities, new ways, be aware that there are more and more people and beings on this planet opening up for different new ways of being, living on this planet, connecting with each other, and how that creates a space that invites the new, a different space, a different experience. Allowing that which no longer works to cease to exist, and inviting the new that can sustain and bring forth life to unfold. And perceive this space, the invitation and the welcoming of the new surrounding this beautiful planet, loving this planet. And in this, really be aware that you're not standing alone. You don't have to do this alone. You are connected with amazing beings, seen and unseen. And whenever you tumble, return home to yourself. Let yourself be drawn to that deep space within you. And then allow life to draw you forth again, connecting you with the beings and resources that you require to be the best you, the most colorful you, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. All of it is a huge contribution. And allow this space to ripple into your next week and beyond. Invite yourself to be intimate with yourself and allow yourself to be intimate as your true self with life. Allow life to tickle forth the best in you. And thank you for all the work that you're doing, being you. It's amazing. Every little bit is a huge contribution and ripples around the planet. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. So thank you for being you and daring to be true to you. Thank you. To an amazing week ahead.
Yes.
Back at ya.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, just, my mind was trying to understand everything you were saying, and I'm like, okay, I was going to let that go and go flying. So,
Not built for the mind.
yes. Yeah. So we are complete with the meditation right now, and you can, if you want have something to say, you may unmute yourself and say it now.
And for those of you who are ready to sneak out, feel free to do that. And for those of you who are listening, thank you for listening, and do join us live next week.
Yes.
You can always sign up at our webpage to receive the emails to inform you about the Zoom link to join us live. It would be wonderful to see you there.
And it's synergyinmotion.info. And we are on Spotify and YouTube for this particular event that we do weekly. So if you want to catch any replays from before, you're welcome to do that as well. So
Thank you.
yes. Anyone?
Thank you.